You do not like the ending of The Dark Knight?
No, I think it's stupid.
Stupid is a crazy word to say about the greatest live-action superhero movie we will probably ever have. We have Batman to talk about.
The comic stuff?
Yeah, and
Sure.
other things.
Okay.
We recently had our worst experience, my worst experience with Patreon movie night of all time. I now know exactly how you feel when we watch movies that you like with that group.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Why? What did they ruin for you that really upset you?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, but it was something. It was bad.
But no one in that call was hating on The Dark Knight.
But you're all wrong. And
yeah, but it's not the same because they're talking about a movie that I love and actively hating it. We were just like not liking it enough to your satisfaction, which is not even remotely the same
But
thing.
you said, I don't want to misquote you. You do not like the ending of The Dark Knight?
No, I think it's stupid.
Stupid is a crazy word to say about the greatest live-action superhero movie we will probably ever have.
Okay,
Andrew.
yeah, in your opinion. I still gave it like an 8. On Letterboxd, I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
And that's fine. That's not good enough for me. But the reason you take off that point, so you're giving The Dark Knight a 9 out of 10.
I gave it like a high 8, so I'll round up to 9.
That's just a little tough for me. You clearly prefer the Batman?
Not clearly. I think I gave the Batman like in the same range. So I need to watch it again because I've seen both of them once. Well, now I've seen The Dark Knight twice, so I will need to watch the Batman again before.
So obviously I'm a big Dark Knight fan, so I'll just turn around the hat.
There it is.
Give me the positives, the negatives. Let's just re-review The Dark Knight real quick.
Sure. Yeah, obviously I'll do the goods first. I mean, obviously every scene is just good.
Yep.
Every scene is entertaining. I think the script, the dialogue is tight. It's good. Every character is, and then obviously Joker is very intimidating and very entertaining every time he's on screen. You're not bored at all through the movie. I don't know how long the movie is, but I was locked the whole time.
Yep.
What else? What other positives am I missing?
You're hitting a lot of the baseline
big ones,
stuff.
yeah.
Absolutely. For me, it's one of my favorite scripts I've ever seen. It feels every scene is like, oh yeah, this is my favorite scene. And that's like crazy because I always say that my favorite scene in that movie is the conversation between Gordon and Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent in Harvey Dent's office. I just think the back and forth is really sharp.
Which one is that? Oh, when they first meet, and he's trying to convince him to get the. Yeah, that is a good scene.
It's a great scene. So it's such a quiet scene, but it's so important. It informs both of their characters for the rest of the movie completely. And there's little touches on behind Gordon. You see a big wall of files. This half of the files totally neat. This half of the files totally messy.
That's
obviously, precursor to Two-Face. It's just
they lead up to the Two-Face aspect with the coin very well. They're dropping hints, and then he kind of uses it once in the courtroom or something.
Yep.
But then it becomes more and more of a thing.
Yeah.
As he starts murdering people.
Yes.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. For this movie from 2008.
Right.
That like if you're watching this podcast, you haven't seen The Dark Knight.
No. We don't have to spoiler alert The Dark Knight. No.
But no, it is. It's my favorite live action superhero movie. It's one of my probably 5 favorite movies of all time. I don't have a problem with that at all. Everything in it. So I do want to talk about the ending because the way you and some of the other patrons Deborah tier patrons that watched it with us were saying some things that were really upsetting me. So really just go into your full thoughts on the ending of The Dark Knight. Spare no expense.
Okay,
give it to me hard and strong.
Say that again?
Give it to me hard and strong, baby.
Fantastic. My general negatives, I think a lot of people feel this way, is that, they kind of talk about the Dark Knight trilogy as a whole as being like great movies, but like not the best Batman movies.
Sure. Yep.
Right. So I think The Dark Knight is a 9-10 out of 10 movie. I gave it like a 6-7 out of 10 Batman movie. So I average it out at like a high 8. So I think that's one of my main issues. I mean, we love having a great villain, but if the villain outshines the main hero that much, that might be a problem if it's a Batman movie. You know what I mean? Not saying that the Joker shouldn't have been that good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love that.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I think the action in The Dark Knight is pretty bad overall.
Maybe this is... I just rewatched Batman Begins before we watched Dark Knight because those are, I've said it before, those are my two favorite live action superhero movies of all time. And I wrote a long, lengthy review on my Letterboxd about how much I love Batman Begins. But the action in Batman Begins is the worst action in a superhero movie that I like. Yeah. Like, not even love, just that I like.
Yeah.
It is so bad. That movie is easily a 10 out of 10 if that action is even competent.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's horribly filmed. Every action scene. And the action in The Dark Knight is so much better than it is in Batman Begins.
I'm gonna hate Batman Begins when I watch it.
Like the action is so I was like constantly like, yeah, this is why this one's better because the action is so much better.
It's so bad.
So that's funny that you specifically said that.
I will say the one action sequence that I thought was actually competent was the last one where he's in the building using the AR, the VR, you know, detective mode, seeing through the things, having to stop the SWAT from killing the people with the guns taped to their hands, that kind of stuff. Because he was actually using gadgets in that one. He was having to be clever. He was going from floor to floor, all that stuff. Every other fight scene is just... And then 3 people fall over. And it's like...
yes.
But watch any other superhero movie and it's better.
Batman Begins is the same thing, but the camera is going like this.
Yeah. Like, you know, have any different kind of fight choreography or let him use gadgets or be any better in the fight scenes. And that would have maybe brought it up even higher for me. Mm-hmm. So... it not being that good of a Batman movie or whatever, and then the fight scenes, and then I think the ending is pretty stupid. So the ending is, you know, the scene.
The ending of The Dark Knight you think is stupid?
I do not enjoy the ending of The Dark Knight. No, I think starting from the scene that starts it is obviously the Harvey Dent thing, and I think Harvey Dent's character arc is done very well. Obviously, I think a lot of things are done well in this movie.
Yes.
I give it a very good score. But at the end, it is Harvey Dent holding a kid versus Batman.
Yep.
And Batman can't handle that situation. I think that's stupid.
Mm-hmm. After he's shot, by the way.
Also stupid.
Okay.
Right. So Batman can't handle one guy with a gun. He's going to get shot. That's stupid. Thank you for pointing that out. Second thing, to take him down. So the only way he can handle him is to tackle him off a roof and kill him. You don't think anyone in the world can remotely think that's stupid?
No.
See, that's stupid.
See, I do understand being upset that it's a Batman movie and he kills somebody. But he fully kills Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins.
I think that's stupid too.
By literally point blank saying, I'm not going to kill you, but I'm not going to save you. And then he just leaves the train.
Yeah, that's not a good...
That's killing him as well.
Yeah, I think that's also stupid.
And in many ways, people want me to accept my least favorite movie of all time, Man of Steel, as this Elseworlds thing. Literally, we just had Danny Mata on the podcast, and he said, now that we've had a great Superman movie that represents that character very well, can you accept Man of Steel as this Elseworlds thing? Mm-hmm. I still don't think I'm able to, but even if I did, I just consider that movie really boring. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On top of all the egregious things. The Dark Knight trilogy is full of misrepresentations of characters. Literally, Ra's al Ghul is Ra's. He's not immortal. He fully dies. Like, they do so many things way off, way wrong. Christopher Nolan has straight up said that Mr. Reese from The Dark Knight is their Riddler.
Yeah.
The guy at the start of Dark Knight Rises that captures Bane, the guy that's like, if I take off this mask, will it hurt you? Will you die? And he's like, it will be incredibly painful for you. That guy is Deathstroke. Right? So it's like, it doesn't make any... But I can take it as its own thing. Batman kills 2 people in this universe. Like, it's just something, so I understand. That's the way you handle that situation, in my opinion. He doesn't have any...
That might be one of the stupidest things you've said on the podcast. That's how you handle that situation as Batman. You tackle him off a roof and kill him. Really? Alex.
Well, also, like,
Alex.
How did he know that he was going to die? That's another thing. Batman falls and he survives.
Oh, he catches himself.
No, he's hanging from the thing and then he falls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right? So that, like, you know, he saves the kid. That's what he needed to do. He saved the day.
No, he didn't. Not according to the entirety of the world, which forces him to retire for 8 years, which is also stupid.
You don't like that either?
No.
Why?
why would I want a superhero movie to end with the good guy taking the fall because there's like some metaphor about him not being a real hero? He's just what they deserve or something.
Yeah, he's not the hero that they need, but he's the one that they deserve.
What does that mean exactly?
It means that like the city needs a hero that's like in plain sight. That's not a vigilante. That's like doing hero work like Harvey was doing as the DA. Everything is legal. Everything is by the books and everything. Gotham needs that kind of leader that isn't breaking rules, because we see the whole movie. There are Batman copycats that are going out with guns, so they're going to kill people, and they're going to get themselves killed because they're trying to be the hero that Batman is. That's not what they need. They need good, upstanding citizens like Harvey Dent for most of this movie that are going to do things the right way, be good people the right way. They can still be badasses, like when he socks that guy in the face in court when he tries to get him killed. That's awesome. But that's what they need. Gotham needs. Gotham does not need a vigilante hero.
So they don't need Batman. Gotham doesn't need Batman.
Well, of course they need Batman.
Okay, there you go. But, so it is the hero that Gotham needs.
But it's you know, and you know, Batman, very selfishly, also not very Batman of him, doesn't want to be Batman. This entire movie, he doesn't want to be Batman.
Yeah, I also think it's stupid that Joker kills like 3 people and then he's like, I'm going to tell everyone who I am. I also think that's kind of stupid.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, but the only reason he doesn't isn't because of him, it's because of Harvey. I think that's stupid.
Another great move by him.
It's a great scene, but I can still think it's stupid. It's well written. All the reasons for
it's like yeah.
Also, they act like there's no other possible explanation that they can give that would require Gotham not to have Batman. So now you're saying that Gotham can't have Batman and Gotham needs to hunt Batman because we can't come up with any other explanation other than Batman killed Harvey. I think that's stupid.
I disagree with you because you think you should just blame it on the Joker.
Blame it literally on anything else.
No, you can't.
Joker has literally run amok through Gotham this entire movie. Yeah. He's killed so many people. He almost blew up 2 entire ships, and there's not a possible... He blew up a hospital that Harvey was in. Yeah. We can't just say Harvey died in the hospital. We can't say anything else. Harvey wasn't seen by anyone, obviously, killing anyone because they would have known about it. So the last time anyone knew where he was in the hospital, because Gordon even says, don't tell people that we got him out or something like that. We could have easily come up with another explanation that didn't result in Batman having to retire for 8 years and run away from the cops because he accidentally killed Harvey because he couldn't take him down with any gadgets because he couldn't handle Harvey with a gun. That whole ending is stupid.
But you're missing... Like, everything that you're thinking of, you're probably right. They could have had an explanation for. But you're missing the whole point of Bruce in this entire movie. He doesn't want to be Batman.
Right, and I can think that's stupid.
He's looking at this like his way out.
Correct.
That's what this is.
Great.
That's him taking the coward's way out. He's being a coward here.
Right, and I don't want to watch Batman be a coward.
What he needs to make up for in Dark Knight Rises.
Right. I don't want to watch Batman be a coward. So I can think the ending is stupid.
Okay, but again, that goes back to my point where this Batman does kill. This Batman isn't really Batman, like we said with all the mischaracterizations
the Man of Steel
of the
is
other
awesome.
characters. But Man of Steel isn't awesome because it's really boring and really poorly acted.
Well, Batman: The Dark Knight has terrible action, so.
Yeah. I wouldn't say terrible. It's a huge improvement of Batman.
If the climax of a Batman movie is him basically having to kill someone because he has a gun, like, I'm good. That's kind of lame. That's kind of stupid. And then the resulting consequence of that is him retiring for 8 years because he's a coward. Like, how am I not... Alex, by your own explanation, you should be allowed to think that's stupid.
But it's a great film.
I'm not saying it isn't written well. We have this,
that's a brilliant character arc there. Like, that's brilliant writing.
We have this conversation all the time where I love how well it's written. It's written really well. Yeah. Write something different.
Not if it's that well written.
You can have something that's well written and makes sense, and the character arcs are really good and make sense, but I still don't enjoy the ending. You can still make a different ending. It's written in Man of Steel that they have to basically level Metropolis, and the reasoning for that is pretty good. But you should just write something different. You shouldn't write a Superman movie that results in him committing multiple 9/11s. Write something different.
So you're saying write that Batman doesn't kill somebody, write that he doesn't want to not be Batman.
Do not write, even if the character arcs are good, you don't have to write a movie in which Batman loses to one person with a gun, resulting in him killing that person and then taking the blame for it and retiring for 8 years because he's a coward. Yes, I think you could write something a little different.
Yeah. The movie is so good.
It's still a 9 out of 10. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But like, I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because of those reasons. I can't say that's perfect to me. To me. And I'm sure there are a lot of things in The Dark Knight that are better than the Batman. I can't wait to rewatch the Batman.
Yeah. The dialogue is
so good.
It's night and day better than the Batman.
I'm sure it is.
I quite like the Batman on rewatch. I quite liked the Batman on rewatch, but it's just like it does not move. Every scene in The Dark Knight is so good. It's so imperative. It's